It started as a rumble beneath the earth, and within moments, Chile was plunged into chaos. Buildings crumbled, entire towns vanished. The ocean, normally peaceful, rose like a monster to devour the land. This is the story of the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in human history. Unleashing Fury, the 1960 Chile earthquake. Welcome to Amazing World Facts, where we uncover the jaw-dropping truths of our planet's past and present. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because what you're about to hear will shake you to the core. Literally. It was May 22nd, 1960, a quiet Sunday afternoon in southern Chile. Families were gathered around lunch tables, children played outside. The small coastal city of Valdivia, along with neighboring towns like Puerto Montt, Temuco, and Concepcion, buzzed with everyday life. But beneath the surface of the earth, invisible forces had been building for centuries. Chile sits atop the Pacific Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates constantly grind, shift, and collide. To its west, the Nazca Plate dives beneath the South American Plate, a process known as subduction. Over time, stress accumulates along this plate boundary, storing energy like a compressed spring until it snaps. And in 1960, that snap would unleash unimaginable fury. The devastation began on May 21st, the day before the main quake. At around 6:02 p.m. local time, a magnitude 8.1 foreshock struck near the city of Concepcion. Buildings cracked. Panic erupted, but many thought it was over. They were wrong. The next day, May 22nd, at exactly 3:11 p.m. local time, the Earth ruptured. A cataclysmic magnitude 9.5 megathrust earthquake, the largest ever recorded on a seismograph, shook Chile for a staggering 10 minutes. To put this in perspective, most major quakes last less than a minute. This was 10. The epicenter lay off the coast of Lumaco, roughly 570 kilometers south of Santiago. But the shaking extended across 1,000 kilometers of fault lines, stretching from Lebu to Puerto Aysén. Seismographs around the world registered the quake. In fact, the energy released was so massive it caused the Earth's axis to tilt by 2.67 milliarseconds and shortened the length of a day by 1.26 microseconds. Chile's landscape changed forever. Entire towns were flattened. In Valdivia, the ground dropped by more than 2 meters in some areas. Rivers changed course. Mountains cracked open. The Riñuaso Lake threatened to overflow, and new lakes were formed as the land reshaped itself. As terrifying as the earthquake was, it wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. The violent seafloor movement triggered a massive Pacific-wide tsunami. Waves as high as 25 meters, 82 feet, smashed into Chile's coast 15 minutes after the quake. Entire coastal towns like Corral and Puerto Saavedra were obliterated. Fishing fleets were swept away like toys. Survivors described walls of water devouring everything in their path. But the tsunami didn't stop there. Over the next 24 hours, the Pacific Ocean became a conveyor belt of destruction. In Hilo, Hawaii, waves over 10 meters high killed 61 people and wiped out hundreds of buildings. In Japan, over 18 hours after the quake, the waves arrived, claiming 138 lives and destroying thousands of homes. Even as far as the Philippines and New Zealand, coastlines were rattled and boats destroyed. This tsunami raced across 17,000 kilometers of ocean. No warning systems existed back then. No satellite alerts, just the raw power of nature striking with merciless force. The destruction was total. Over 2 million people were left homeless. More than 1,600 lives were lost in Chile alone. At least 3,000 were injured. Entire cities were reduced to rubble, and yet some say the death toll could have been far worse, if not for the timing. The quake occurred on a Sunday afternoon when most people were outside. Had it happened during school or work hours, casualties may have soared into the tens of thousands. The government declared martial law. Relief efforts poured in from around the world, But the scale of devastation made logistics nearly impossible. Roads were gone, communication lines were cut, supplies dwindled. In the town of Valdivia, the threat of another disaster loomed. The Riñihuazo Lake had been partially blocked by landslides. If the natural dam collapsed, it would unleash a deadly flood. In an incredible feat of engineering, Chilean soldiers and volunteers worked for weeks to safely drain the lake, preventing another catastrophe. The 1960 quake left geologists stunned. The rupture zone spanned 1,000 kilometers. Over 10,000 aftershocks were recorded in the following months, one of which, on May 24, registered magnitude 7.9. Land along the coast sank dramatically, while inland areas rose by up to 6 meters. This earthquake forever changed the field of seismology. Scientists began studying plate tectonics with renewed urgency. The term megathrust earthquake became widely recognized, and it became a case study for tsunami modeling, eventually helping design the Pacific Tsunami Warning System, launched in 1965. But it wasn't just the land that changed. The people did too. Communities banded together to rebuild. Survivors forged deep bonds. Their stories passed down through generations. The earthquake became part of Chile's identity, a testament to their strength, resilience, and relationship with one of Earth's most volatile regions. Artists painted murals. Writers and poets described the apocalypse in haunting verse. Folk songs like El Temblor del 60 captured the sorrow and unity of a nation. For Chileans, the earthquake was more than a disaster. It was a defining moment. Today, Chile is one of the most earthquake-ready countries in the world. Strict building codes, advanced warning systems, and public education efforts have all been influenced by the memory of 1960. The tragedy sparked innovation that has saved countless lives since, but it also serves as a stark reminder of our planet's raw, untamed power. No amount of technology can prevent the Earth from shifting. But what we can do, what we must do, is learn from the past, prepare for the future, and respect the forces that shaped the very ground beneath our feet. The 1960 Chile earthquake was more than a geological event. It was a test of humanity's will to survive. And survive they did. From the ashes of destruction rose a nation stronger, wiser, and more united than before. Thanks for watching Amazing World Facts. If you found this story powerful and eye-opening, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible true stories from around the globe. And hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments what natural disaster has most shaped your country's history. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and always respect the might of our amazing world.